friends, it's Carolyn Zuck here with Zuck Stitch. Today is Sunday, March 22nd. Today's my 43rd birthday. So I am floss tubing from my living room in my bathroom because that's where we're at right now, you guys. My friend Robin of Bird's Eye Stitcher called it quarantine chic, and I think that's fantastic. And I don't typically drink on camera, but you know, all the rules are out the window these days. This is my mug from Egg Harbor Cafe in Lake Forest, Illinois, which is where I did my undergrad studies. I went back in October, I think it was, for our 20th college reunion, and I picked this up. And my coffee's cold too, because everything is weird right now. But we're gonna make it. We're gonna be fine. We will get through this. So I want to make this as normal of a floss tube as possible, with the exception of the old bathrobe, but you know, maybe we'll get used to that. I have my notes here. I am surrounded by stuff on my couch. I need readers now to see what I'm going to talk about. I was going to talk about coronavirus, but I don't really... See, I hesitate on this only because, I mean, clearly I want to address it because that's what we're all thinking about and talking about, but I also want to give a sense of normalcy, right? There's a lot of floss tubers who are uploading daily, uploading more regularly, which is wonderful. That will definitely keep us company. Facebook, the group, so we have a group, Zuck Stitch, which is wonderful. There's a lot of other Facebook groups that are wonderful. My personal Facebook page is just blown up. Like, it's so busy right now, which I think is great. As much as we complain about social media, I think in times like this, it's really connected people to one another. A lot of designers are coming out with free patterns. Hold on, I have to put these up. I'm still figuring that out. I'll talk about that in a minute. We're giving out free patterns. You know, if you are in a position where you can make a purchase from a local needlework shop, even if it's not your own, please do so. A lot of them, even if the shops have closed, they are still able to do mail orders. So we really need, and any local businesses that you have around that are still open and that you feel safe, that you can safely purchase from, order food from, anything like that, please do. We are really concerned about kind of our local businesses, and I think everybody is throughout the country. But just know we will get through this. Things feel weird. They feel weird for everybody. There's a range of emotions. I go through a range of emotions in a single day, which is tiring and exhausting. I get agitated. I get angry. I get hopeful. I get hopeless. It's a range. That is completely normal. So if you are feeling lonely, please reach out. We're all real people, and we are there for you. So, you know, I know as somebody, I suffer from depression and anxiety. I have my whole life. And sometimes when you're socially isolated, even for the introverts, it can be lonely and you start to spiral down a really dark hole. So catch yourself before you get there. Reach out to somebody, reach out to me, reach out to anybody in our group and just say, hey, I'm feeling lonely. I need to talk. We're there for you. So now let's be as normal as we ever have been, which is all relative, right? I actually have you propped up. It's the perfect height, actually. I'm really liking this. On a pack of Bounty paper towels ordered before everything went into lockdown. And I just was lazy and hadn't put them away yet. And they actually are the perfect height. So that kind of makes me not want to use these paper towels at all. Because it's a really great height. So, update. I had my second cataract surgery on my left eye. It looks like I'm pointing at my right eye, but I promise I'm actually pointing at my left eye. It was a week ago Friday. Everything went well. The doctor said everything went perfectly. This one has been a lot easier in terms of the pain I haven't had. I had somebody reach out to me and talk, and I don't want to share their name or anything, but that they were scared because they had heard that it's very painful. They're afraid because they might need cataract surgery in the future and they're a little concerned about the pain. My experience has been the only pain that I've really had is when I put the eye drops in and it stings. So that's really the only pain I've had. And they told me with my first eye that I need to use, they're not regular eye drops that you get in the little tubes, they're in the containers. They're the individual tubes because they don't have preservatives. And if you use that, the pain comes from partly healing, partly because your eyes can get dried out. That surgery can dry out your eyes. for me right now, it's we are just starting allergy season, and yet my heat is still running quite a bit. So it's just that weird time where things are dry, allergies are starting, my heat's still running, drying out the house. So they said use these drops to help kind of re-wet your eyes, and that has helped a lot with the second eye. So I still have some fluttering. I'm still figuring out, so this is the thing, I'm still figuring out what reading glasses to use and what I need. I think I figured out, so these are plus 2.5, which seem to work well for computer work. I also have a 2.75, which I might use sometimes. Haven't quite figured out what I need for stitching yet. So I stitched, last night I did try to stitch last Tuesday. I did like 10 minutes and I had such a headache the rest of the evening, and I couldn't see the holes even on like a 28 count. And I was really frustrated. And that was probably, to be fair, a little bit too soon after the surgery. So I tried again last night I bought +3, my heat just clicked on if you hear that. I bought +3 strength readers, and I could do it. I did manage to stitch for an hour and a half. I did not get a headache, but I was seriously straining my eyes. So I ordered a pair of 3.5, which should be here in about a week or so. So we'll see how those go, if they're a little bit easier on the eyes. So so it is immediate. Like, I can see far away immediately. I use these for anything that's about where your computer would be away from you. But I'm realizing there's a lot of things that are about that distance away from me, not just computer work, that I need these for. So it's a little strange, and I'm getting used to it. But they're really cute for that. And they have a matching case, which is upstairs right now. But anyway, so basically, so those are two things. So recovery is going well. I'm just impatient. I think everything is fine. I actually have a follow-up, like the post-op appointment, which is this coming Thursday, which I'm surprised they're still having it, but so far everything's still on. They called me on Friday asking if I could come in an hour earlier. They just moved the appointment time. So we'll see if anything changes this next week. So whips. I'm actually not going to show you any of my stitching this week. So how's that for keeping things normal? I have done so little stitching. Right before my surgery, like the week before, I had a very low grade fever. It was at about I think maybe one day it went up to 100, but it was kind of in that 99 to 100 area. I was well enough to work, but I did telework because this was right when people were kind of saying, stay home if you feel sick, but they weren't like cracking down on anything yet. So I stayed home. I worked from home for 2 days. And then I went back to the office because I was fever-free for 24 hours without using any ibuprofen or anything. I think it was just, I don't know what it was. It was just a very low-grade fever. Maybe it was kind of the start of allergy season. I don't know. And so then I worked. And then that Friday I had my surgery. So I didn't get a lot of stitching in when I had that fever. I was just drained and tired, and then I had the surgery. So I really have gotten very, very little done in terms of stitching. So much so it's not even worth pulling it all out to show you. I got a very tiny bit done on Harbor Haven. Very, very tiny. Like some more of the trees on the far left side, and that's it. It's not even worth showing. Temperature tree is what I worked on. I guess it was, I think I said earlier it was 28 count. It was 32 count. I did manage last night. I managed to get the March, just the branch done. I haven't done any of the leaves yet, so I'm going to try to work on that tonight if I can. And then I'll be able to show it to you. That's all the stitching I've gotten done, so it's not even worth showing. But don't worry, we're still going to talk about things because I have a little bit of haul I want to share. And then we have some giveaways and some plans and all that. So my birthday's today. So I did get a couple of things in the mail, and I haven't made it to my P.O. box yet. I know some people have messaged me and said that they've sent me some things, which is very lovely of you. I haven't made it. Here's the other thing I did, you guys. Right after I had my eye surgery, I think it was a day or two after, I rammed into the cat tree. And it's a really good quality one, which is good, but I think I broke my baby toe. I did go to the doctor because, like, one, they aren't going to do anything about it except say, you know, rest, which we're all resting on the couch anyway. And I just, you know, there's just really no need, right? So I don't have confirmed that it's broken. It really hurts. It was very black and blue. Maybe I'll insert a picture if you guys, if you don't like that, look away. I'll insert a picture of kind of at the height of the color. I'll insert a picture of my toe. If you don't like feet, I mean, I don't think my feet are particularly gross, but if you don't like feet or you don't like the look of bruises, then look away and I'll tell you when you can look back. I'm just going to insert a picture really quick here. Okay, you can look back now. Now it's my face. So that's what it looked like. And I couldn't feel anything for a while. And then it just kind of hurts. So the P.O. box is about a mile away. I'm not going to be taking public transportation to get there. For those of you who don't know, I don't have a car. I don't drive. I live in Portland, Oregon, where typically the public transit is very good. So you can get by without a car. So I don't have my own car. So I usually take public transit everywhere or Lyft, both of which I'm not going to do right now. I can walk. It's only a mile. It's been really great weather here. It's been, you know, high of about between 60, 65 and sunny. Perfect for getting out and walking if you don't have a broken toe. So, you know, we're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's normal. I'm trying here, you guys. Yeah, so I haven't been to the P.O. box, but I do have a few things that I have. First of all, let's see. So this is a gift from my friend Jane. I don't know that she watches these videos, but she said, you need a stitching bag. And oh my gosh, I don't have where I got this from. She got it off of Etsy. Isn't this beautiful? And it's, it kind of goes out just a little bit, just enough. And it has this beautiful strap. Oh wait, there's a tag on here. I'll link it below. I'll link the shop below. Fancy Boy Designs. It's called Fancy Boy Designs. And look at this handle. And you can take off the handle if you want to. And it has this cute little zipper pull. And it's perfect for a project. Look at that interior. So this is really great. I actually had my temperature tree in here when I took it to the store to test out readers. So yeah, so that's really cute. So Fancy Boy Designs. And she said she bought it. She's not a stitcher, but she said she thought I needed a stitching bag. And she was right. I do. So that I got that. And then sweet Jan, we share a birthday month. Jan Hicks of Jan Hicks Creates, you all know her, sent me very sweet, my very first That's So Kelly Bitsy Bob. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Well, I could probably take it out of the plastic for you guys. I haven't had one. I've been eyeing these for a while. And so she sent me my very first one. So what this is this is felt. And you put your little, this is exactly what I need. Because I stitch in bed. And so I put, you know, when you're, take a piece of thread off and then you have the rest, you can just put it on here for safekeeping so it doesn't get, you know, stuck in your bed or on your cat. So I got that and that's so lovely and I can't wait to use it. I just love it. It's just so cute. So I'm very excited about that. So thank you so much, Jan. You were so sweet. Where did my notes go? Everything's normal. Oh, here they are. Everything's normal. Okay. Oh, and I forgot last time. Jerry Ann sent this lovely homemade card. I think the cat's got a hold of it. I'm sorry, Jerry Ann. But look at this. She made this. I used to make cards too, so I know how much work goes into this. So Jerry Ann won a giveaway recently. And look at that. She did embossing. And then this is like felt flowers with a little brad in there. And then it's hand stamped by Jerry Ann from Stamping Up. So thank you, Jerry Ann. So sorry I forgot to mention that last time. The cats were probably nibbling on it. They like it as well. So I did get a 1-2-3 gift certificate from my friend Sam for my birthday. So thank you so much, Sam. I will be having fun with that. I don't know what I'm going to get. Yeah, I'm probably going to get Death by Cross Stitch actually with it because I need it. And now that Jan has started it, like I have to do what Jan does. And then See, I can't figure out. Leave them on, take them off. Oh, okay. So then I got 2 huge boxes. I'm not even going to lift them up because they're so big. A huge box from Andrea. So thank you so much, Andrea, of charts and goodies. She said I could keep what I wanted and give away the rest. And also Karen sent me a box as well of a bunch of goodies to give away. Andrea's are mostly charts, which is really fun. I'll give you a little smattering. These are probably the ones I'm keeping for myself. But I'm going to give one away today as well. So Lizzie Kate, I mean, isn't that cute? Little House Needleworks. So these are the ones I'm probably going to keep for myself. I haven't really dove into it. Very cute. So thank you so much. That is going to be, we are set for a while for giveaways. And then Karen's there were a couple books in there. I'm going to give one away. There were kits in there. They looked like older stocking kits. So for those of you who are looking for something like that, stay tuned. So that's really great. And thank you both so much. That was really generous. I mean, one was a medium size priority mailbox of the flat rate and one was a large size. So that's a lot. So thank you so much for your generosity. And we will be spreading out the kindness throughout. And I just hit you. Okay. So that's kind of the Stitchy update for now. One thing I did get in the mail, I had it delivered to my house because now I'm home. We are teleworking. I forgot to tell you that. So I had planned on taking Monday and Tuesday off to recover from eye surgery. I plan to go back in the office on Wednesday. We are mandatory teleworking this past week. And then, so I work at a medical school, which is tied to a hospital. So we've been getting a lot of information for quite a while. And I had a long conversation with my coworker recently that we kind of have to remember that not everybody has the type of, not that we're getting like secret information that nobody else is, but it's framed in a different way because we have medical students who work at or see patients at the clinic as part of their training. So it's impacted a lot of the work that we do. So we are mandatory telework this week and then what's called modified operations starting Monday, tomorrow, for the foreseeable future. And that just means, what that means is it's usually used for weather. So if we have a snow or ice event, we will be on modified operations, which basically means all non-essential people cannot be on campus. It's a way to keep people away from campus who have no business being there, to free up space and resources for those who kind of are on the front lines. So our nurses, our physicians, our physician assistants, those people who are on the front lines, who need to be there. And it frees up, make sure that nobody's in the way, kind of. So that's where we're at. So I will be home. I actually took this week off work anyway. I talked about this last year. So this coming week is Oregon's spring break. Yes, the whole state. All Oregon schools, K-12, university, they all have spring break the same week, which is really fun because it feels like a statewide holiday. Of course, this year it's a little bit hard because a lot of people typically travel. They'll go to the coast. They'll go to Bend, Oregon, which is another great area to go to. They'll pour money into these small coastal towns, these smaller rural towns around Oregon, and that isn't happening this year. So we are really worried about, like in all states, we're really worried about those small businesses. But I plan to take this week off anyway. It's a little anticlimactic now that we're teleworking, but I'm still taking this week off. I plan to do some decluttering around the house. I am teaching an online course. It was online anyway. So that's finishing up this week. And then I'm teaching another one starting March 30th. So I have to prep for that. I will be busy. I can't remember why I started telling you about that. But one thing I got in the mail is so this is 28 count crystal pansy Lugana. And look at those colors on that. Isn't that beautiful? I know you're getting a little bit of glare. But this is so I can start Christmas morning goodies. This is a black and white copy. It's from a magazine. So I'm doing your whips sort of still. I'm so behind. And they have monthly challenges, and March is working on a piece that is from a magazine. And that one is from the Christmas Ornaments 2018 issue. So I'm going to be starting on that. I'm so far behind. You know, I wanted to finish Harbor Haven number 6 this month. That's not going to happen. Poinsettia Place isn't going to happen. I still haven't done my 4 hours on Farewell to Anger. I still haven't done my 4 hours on Cross Stitch Nation. I haven't caught up on Temperature Tree. So it's fine. We will get it. I'm not stressing about it. I'm just going to do what we want to do. What I think I want to do is I really do want to get caught up on Temperature Tree, because I feel like that piece in particular, I don't want to get too far behind on, because, you know, it's harder to get caught up on if you get months and months behind. So I will be starting that Christmas morning goodie sometime this month. So as part of that challenge. So that's an ornament. So that will be good. And then I'm trying to think what else I have. So my plans, like I said, I'm going to start still recovering somewhat from eye surgery. So we'll see how it goes. I think this coming week, I'm going to try to upload weekly, I think, especially during quarantine time. So I think this coming week, I want to get caught up on Temperature Tree, start Christmas morning goodies. So if I can do those two things, that'll be great. Now, one thing I want to talk about and show you, I showed this last time. This is called Stitch On. This is a planner book. I bought it on Etsy. I showed it to you last time. It's by, and I will link it below. I mispronounced the name last time. So I said as the you flies, it's actually pronounced as the yo flies. And if I had read inside here, it tells you yo rhymes with crow. So as the yo flies. So this is a stitchy journal. It's really wonderful. And I want to show you how I'm using it, because I have started filling it in. So you get, at the beginning, you get this project list, and there's several pages of it. So you have several pages of this, and you can pay $5, I think, for the PDF download and print as many more as you need or want. So I'm using this kind of as my table of contents. So I have listed all the projects I have. I have 19 in total. Goes onto that page. And I numbered them. And then you have a line for the name of the project. There's a WIP column, a finish column, and an FFO column. I'm putting the dates that I started and the dates I finish it, and just a check mark if I FFO'd it. I have finished 5 pieces, and I've FFO'd 1. Oh well. And then, so you can keep track of it. And there's just multiple pages, right? And then the next section is the actual information on the project. So I number it. So I know project 1 ties back to project 1 on here. 12 days of Stitchmas. 12 days of Stitchmas. So you have a line for your pattern name, the designer, date started, date completed, fabric used, stitch count. And then I put a little note up here that this was the 2018 Mystery Sal from Caterpillar Craft Stitch. And then you have 2 columns. One is for the floss you used, and the other is just dates and notes that you want to keep track of for your stitching. However, how I'm using that space is a little bit different. I am going to post a picture when I have it finished. So this is my Stars Bright by Lindy Stitches. And I put a little note up there that I stitched it for, I thought I heard somebody in my backyard. Stitch it for friend's wedding. And then I'm just going to do, so this is a 4x4 picture from Shutterfly. And if you download the app to your phone, you get free photos. You just pay shipping. So I think this is going to be a really great kind of like a scrapbook. And I'm really excited about it. Harbor Haven number 5, I did finish. I did submit a picture to have it printed. But because this is 4x4, the picture came out weird, and that was my fault because I need to retake the picture and get it resent. So, because it was weird because it's a square picture, so you have to kind of take the picture differently. Anyway, so I have everything filled in, and it's just going to be really motivating, and it's going to be a really fun picture book, kind of like a scrapbook of the projects I did. And there's a lot of these pages, you guys. And then on the back half, so you have this nice folder with a pocket, and then you have a notes or inventory. And I know I went through this last time. What I think I'm going to use this for is my wish list. So as I see patterns, watching Flosstube, see patterns that I have to have, I'm going to jot them down, and then I can check them off when I have them. I do have a list on my phone right now, but it'd just be nice to kind of have it all in one place. So this was about $30, I think. It's hand sewn. It's beautifully done. I really, really love it. I will link it below. I really encourage you to take a look if you can. And again, it's that supporting small businesses if you can. It's really, really lovely. And I'm really excited about that. Okay, so plans. I kind of talked about plans already. Focus on temperature tree. What else did I say? Oh, Christmas morning goodies. And then I would like to finish up the first motif on Spring Quaker. We'll see if we get all that done in a week. We'll just have to see. It depends on the eye and everything. Now, giveaways. Where are my giveaways? Okay. So, we had several giveaways from last time. And it's really funny. A lot of people, I think I have almost everybody's address. Who won because they have won in the past. So it's funny. So first up was this French Country Apple, and Lynette Peters, you won this. I actually don't think I have your address. I didn't see it. Maybe it's somewhere else. But if you could message me either on Facebook or email czookstitch@gmail.com, that'd be great, and I could get this in the mail to you. Leslie, you won something last time. I haven't gotten to the P.O. box yet, so I haven't mailed that out yet. So things are going to be shipped a little bit. It might take a little bit longer just because everybody is on their schedules now and the P.O. box and all that. But we will get them to you. So Lynette, please contact me. This Hello Little one, very sweet. Gigi Stitches, you won that, and I know I have your address. She tends to win a lot of them. I don't know why. I swear, I use YouTube comment generator, and so the same people tend to win. This wine book, Crystal Cross Stitch, you won this, and I don't have your address, so if you could please send me your address and I will get that shipped out to you. Okay. And then the March issue of the World of Cross Stitching, Andrea Old Coyote, I have your address, but you won that, so be looking for that to come in the mail to you. So those are our giveaways from last time. And then I think the last thing I have is giveaways for this time. So I am going to give away 2 things here, and then I'm going to do a couple things in my Facebook group because it's my birthday and I want to. So if you haven't already joined the Facebook group, it's Czook Stitch on Facebook. You can also follow me on Instagram at Czook Stitch as well. I'm not great at posting anything on Instagram, but I'm going to try to be better. That's one of my goals. So the first thing I'm going to give away, I'm going to give away one thing from each of the boxes that we got, one from Andrea and one from Karen. So the first thing is going to be from Andrea, and I really, really, really love this. And I almost kept it for myself, but I think that you guys will get a lot of great joy out of this. So this is a kit by Dimensions. Look at those sweet flowers. Daisies are my favorite, as you know. It comes with 14 count Aida, and needle and the thread and all of that. So if you want this, flower mason jar it's called, but they're daisies. If you want, let's say, mason jar. Yeah, we'll do mason. Something about mason. Mason jar, mason. I'll search for the word mason. Okay. So this is a kit. 14 count Aida is included, and the thread. So yeah. And then, so thank you, Andrea. And then I'm going to give away from Karen's box. I'm going to give away this book, Cross Stitch Flowers. It is a whole book. It is a bunch of, oh, I don't want to show the patterns. Let me find, like, it's just a bunch of really beautiful flower patterns. I don't know if Karen wrote yes on that, but somebody wanted to stitch that, and I think that's hilarious and awesome because that's just, look at this iris. There's also some smaller projects, like they're not all big, but if you like flowers, you will want to enter this. So say flowers with an S, multiple plural. Flowers. I'd like to stitch the flowers or something about flowers in mason jar. You can make a fun sentence if you want, not required. So I'm going to give away those two, and then I'm going to give something away on my Facebook page as well. Okay, I think that's everything. That is everything in my notes. My throat is getting dry. I'm getting hungry. I'm going to eat. So take care of yourselves. Be well. Wash your hands. Try not to panic. Try to keep breathing. And just take comfort. One of the greatest things that I've seen in this is the slowing down. We talk so much about how, oh, I wish I had more time. I wish I had more time. We are given this gift of time, whether we wanted it or not. It's a gift. And just slow down. It's okay to feel whatever you're feeling. It's normal to feel anxious. It's normal to feel frustrated or angry or restless. So just take care of yourselves and figure out what that means for you, because what works for me might not work for you. You know, if you can sit outside on your back porch or your front porch just for a few minutes, that's okay to do as long as you're staying away from people. It's really, really important that we take heed to what the health officials are saying. But if we do that, then we will be just fine, and we are here for you. All right? Take care, everybody. Bye.